Hi there, beautiful thrivers. Welcome back to another video with Thriving in Chaos. Today is Wednesday, which means WTF Wednesday, weekly tracking of finances. So thank you guys for being here. Click that subscribe button, like the video, and let's go. Hi everyone, long time no see. I think it's been exactly a week. I was supposed to drop a video on Friday, but after looking at the YouTube paycheck that I had, it was a smaller one because I didn't put out a lot of videos for February. So I was like, I'm not going to waste everybody's time with a 5-minute video of me stuffing like 3 envelopes. I didn't want to do that, so I figured I would just add it to the next cash stuffing, which is this Friday. So that's what I chose to do on that one. And then I was supposed to also drop a video on Monday. And I didn't get a chance to even get to making the video because my poor Dotson, he is 10 years old. Something happened. I don't really know. What I assumed is that he had had a seizure. He was acting like really lethargic and pitiful and yelping if we touched him, which is how he reacts after he has seizures. He does tend to have seizures, but they are like typically food induced. So there's certain foods that will trigger a seizure in him, and I have eliminated that over the years, figuring out what it is exactly and what to stay away from. So I thought maybe I had given him a treat that I wasn't supposed to, because some of the bags are mixed. But, you know, even the mixed ones, I knew that it didn't have any of those ingredients. So I think I was just trying to blame myself, thinking he had a seizure when we didn't see him. But once we took him to the vet to find out, because throughout the entire weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, he was just not okay. And it didn't seem like he was getting any better, which usually it takes a few days for him to recover from a seizure. But after like 4 days, it's like, okay, something might be off and we might need to get him checked, because he wasn't walking. We had to force him to walk. He wasn't, doing much of anything. He wasn't going to feed himself or water himself. We'd have to bring it to him. I don't know. It was really sad to see. So we did take him to the vet on Monday, and it turns out he has a slipped disc in his spine. So we got him on steroids, and almost instantly after the first dose of it, he is walking, feeling so much more himself, and it's so good to see. But whew, it was an expensive venture, something we were not planning or expecting, but it's good to see that he feels a lot better, so it was worth it. But that's where I've been. So I figured I'd get this week started with this video, and then we'll just go from here. I'll get all the other videos that I had planned to make made throughout the rest of this week, now that he is doing much better. Anyway, how are you guys? I hope you have been having a good past week of your life. I hope things have been going well for you. Lots of stuff happening, huh? I'm really concerned about what's been going on with the bridge up in Maryland, being the East Coast, and that's being one of the biggest ports on this side of this country, and what that might mean for future shipments, if there's going to be delays, price hikes, I don't know. So I'm kind of like in that zone of, oh my goodness, I should have started prepping a long time ago, because I've been telling you guys, I kind of just wanted to buy a little extra here and there just to put away, and I've been doing that, but I only just started. I am not ready for anything to go wrong. So ooh, a little scary. How are you guys doing with it? What are you guys thinking? Have you even considered that it might affect us eventually? I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this video. But first, let me go ahead and grab today's prompt card. If you're new to my videos, this is a prompt card. It's basically a conversation starter, as if I needed that. So I'll ask and answer the question on the card in this video, and you guys can put your answers in the comments below. It's just a little something to help us get to know each other better. So today's prompt card is, what's your favorite outfit to wear to school? Well, I don't go to school, and I haven't gone to school in forever. I'm not going to age myself, but it's been a long time. So I don't know how to answer that. I can tell you what my favorite outfit to wear at home is pajamas. I love some comfy fleece pajama bottoms. Just a top. Give me that all day long. That should be everyday normal wear for everyone. Happier life. What about you guys? Just tell me whatever your favorite outfit is to wear to school, if you go to school, or if you remember back then what your favorite outfit was, or I don't know. Just, put something in there. All right, it's going to be one of those videos where I just talk about random things. All right, WTF Wednesday time. Before I get into it and while I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and put some water in these babies. They've been waiting patiently all week long for their watering. So I put a little bit in there so she can soak it up from the bottom. And then just a little bit right here for her. And you're probably hearing one of the puppies, so I'll give it a minute for her to settle down. Okay, I think my daughter went back there to settle her down. The puppies are getting so big. I just think they're the most adorable thing and the best purchases we've made in a long time. I love them so, so much. Okay, so let's start with this past week, which is what we're working on. If this is one of the first times ever watching one of these videos, this is basically what I like to do. Every week I go through the past week of online or digital spending that we've done, basically all the ways of spending that we've done, and we just track that here, make sure I'm putting money back where it goes, and doing all the things to just reconcile my budget for a new week. So we will be tracking my debit spending, which is from our bank account, our credit card spending, which my husband uses for gas purchases only, any cash spending that we may have done over the past week, and we track all the bills that come out in auto pay. So basically all the ways that we are spending money within a single week, I am tracking each week in these videos. I know it sounds like a lot and it sounds complicated, but I have tried to uncomplicate it as much as possible, at least for my brain, and it seems to have been working. So let's go ahead and get started with it. And if you do hear any puppies in the background, please ignore it. It's not much I can do about that. So I'm going to start with bank spending. I'm going to use my black pen for that. Starting on the 21st, we had some car maintenance, and that was for $193 rounded up, and it was $192.95, so 5 cents there. And I'll explain this. My daughter bought her very first car with her own money. She has been doing the cash envelope method. If you've been following me for a while, you saw me create a budget book for her and teach her in a sense how to use the cash envelope system. And over that past, I guess it's been about a year, she's been doing the cash envelope system, and she has managed to save up quite a bit of money, and she paid for a car for her. It's actually an SUV, in cash. So cash in hand, bought, paid for with the title, and walked away with her very first car. How proud I am, I cannot even tell you. And same week, she passed her test, her driver's test. So she has her full license and a car that she bought in cash, debt-free. That's my girl. So proud. Okay, had to have that moment. I just, I'm proud to see my kids thriving. Okay, let's get back into this. So on Monday, my hubby did have a doctor's appointment, so this will be coming from Health Savings. And that was $40. It was a copay. so that's even. Also, on the 25th, I bought my budget stickers for, I believe it was May. Yeah, budget supplies. And that was 62 rounded up, and it was 61.04. So that's 96 cents that we get to put towards our Save the Change challenge. And then on the 26th, this is actually, it was on the 25th, but it didn't come out to the 26th, but that's fine. I'm not that picky about that. We did have a vet bill. I'd emptied out my vet bill money that I had, and it still didn't cover it. So this is the overage of that. We're going to be taking this from my savings, unfortunately, but it is giving my dog a much better quality of life, so I am not going to lament about it. It was $86.92, so that is 8 cents towards our Save the Change challenge. And then also on this day, my hubby had a gaming purchase for $10, and that was actually, it was $9.99, so 1 cent, I guess. Every cent matters. So 1 cent there. Alright, so that'll be it for our swiping. I'm glad to see that we calmed that down a little bit. I felt like this past week it just was over much. So I'm glad we calmed that down just a bit. We both had to be diligent in saying no about things, so a lot harder than it sounds. Okay, so let's go into my credit card spending, which is only for gas. So I'm just going to write gas, credit card, and the first purchase was for 21, and it was actually 20.02. So that's 98 cents towards our Save the Change. On the 21st, more gas on the credit card for 36 even. On the 23rd, we had gas, credit card, and that was for 31 rounded up, and it was 30.02, so 98 cents there. And then on the 25th, gas again on the credit card, and that was for 26, and it was 25.01, so 99 cents for our Save the Change challenge. Okay, so that is it for that. All right, so before I get into putting the squares and stuff on, I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of calculations here that we can answer. So for bank spending, which was everything in black, what we've spent in total was $3.92. And then for our credit card, everything we spent, which is written in green, which is $114. We'll get to cash when we pull those trackers. For the Save the Change, we can get that. So we've saved $4.05 this week, which is awesome. Alright, so that's about all we can do calculations wise for right now. I'm going to take a couple of seconds and put on these stickers for little checkbox, and I will set everything up and we will start unstuffing some cash. Alright, so I'll start with my living expenses binder. And let's see. I think let's start with gas, which we know is $114. So we have 50, 100, and we'll do 20. So we owe $6. But we can check these off. Alright. So when we get change, we'll come back and put that in here. Alright, and then let's look at gaming, which is also in this binder. Somewhere. There it is. Alright, and we're going to take 10 out. Let's do a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That way we have change. So So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that leaves 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 in our gaming envelope. Alright, and I think that does it for this binder. So I'll just go back here. Here's our cash tracker, which we did spend out of this week, so I'll pull that out for now. Alright, next up is our life maintenance binder. And actually I could probably go ahead and take care of this. I'll do that in a second, but let's go ahead and start with health savings. We need $40 for that copay of my hubby's, which in copays I just have 100. Do I have any change back here? Nope. Alright, so I just have 100 in here. I'm gonna need to make some change big time. $60. Let's see. 50. I think that's all I can do, because once I take this, that's all I have. So I'll still owe 10 for health savings. Alright, so this goes back into copay. Alright, and then we also have car maintenance here, $193, $150. What was that in? Oh, let me see. Actually, I'm going to put this back into oil changes, because that's for our cars, but this one was for our daughter's car. We did that for her. So I'm going to pull out one. What do we need? 200, 193, so I owe myself 7. Okay. Which I don't think I'll have. I'll have 4. 5, 6, 7. So I'll still need $3 for car maintenance. Alright, and then this is going to my gas, so I didn't want to take that. So I'll put this back here. And then we have, let's see, savings. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, $6 for gas. Alright, so we can check that off. And now savings. This is for my dog's, the last bit of his vet bill that I had to swipe because I didn't have enough. I took 300 with me, and yeah, so I don't even have enough in savings actually. 35, 45, 50. Do I want to take that? Oh my goodness, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I might just have to take it out of, what about emergency fund? That's kind of emergency. 50, 70, 80, 90. Yeah, wait, let's do that. 50, 70, 80, 90. And then I need $3 back, which I have none. But I do have this 10, which I owed where? Health savings. Okay. Alright. Well, emergency fund came in handy. That's awesome. Alright, so we took care of that unexpected thing. I'm going to put this from emergency fund. Okay, so we did owe in health savings, $10. So we'll get back to that when we're done. But let's go ahead and take care of my budget supplies, which was $62. So I'm taking this from stickers. And I have $70 here, so that means I need $8 back. And of course I don't have that kind of change yet. So $8 back from that. Okay, well, I can probably take one of these 5s. So it'll just be 3. Okay, so we'll come back to this when we make some change, but we can do that now that we have, yeah. So let's do that. Let's start with making some change with what we have here. Alright, so this is how I like to condense these envelopes without counting them. So here's a 10 and then a 20. So I think I want to do that and exchange a 20 for these 2 10s. Just so I have some smaller bills, because I want to use a 10 to get some 1s, because I think I need, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just need 6. Yeah, so I need 10 1s. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Let me double count. Okay. Alright, so that is how I help condense these envelopes. Alright, so let's start back in here with my budget supplies. I owed myself 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to go into my stickers. So that's done. I feel like I was supposed to owe here, because I know for a fact I didn't just have 87 in there. So I'm hoping that's the case. And I did what? Did I do 90? I hope so. Alright, well, I'll figure out if I miscalculated there. But let's go into life maintenance, put back the health savings for 10. And that was in co-pays. And then car maintenance, we had $3 that we needed. 1, 2, and 3. Alright, so that's everything. I should be able to figure this out if I need a change. So I'll take out 114. So 10, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is for credit card spending. So this, whatever this is, should be 392. So we'll see what overage we have, and that'll tell us what change I needed to put back that I didn't write down. Alright, so 392, 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 395. So that means I needed 3 1s to go back to, I knew it, my emergency fund. Alright, so I'm just going to grab 5 1s here, because I do need to keep those as 1s too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll put this 5 in here. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Actually, I don't want to get that mixed up. Let's not do that. Put that there. Okay, so this goes into emergency fund. There it is. Okay. Emergency fund. That's like the first time after the washing machine or the dryer situation that I've had to touch this. So that's kind of cool that it came in handy. All right, so this should be $3.92. We'll double check that. 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 91, and $3.92. Perfect. And then this is the 114 that we needed for our credit card. All right, so now I'm going to put this money where it's supposed to go for now, which is, this is our credit card. Actually, this will be going to the bank now because it is the end of the month and we have to pay that credit card off. So what we have managed to save for this week was $114 in total. This should be 173 was week 1, 85, 107, and then 114. So our credit card payment should be $479, which I will pay. I will deposit this. This is the credit card one. So adding that in, we'll double check, make sure that's what we have, like we had planned. All right, so $479. 1, 2, 3, 54, 20, 40, 50, 65, 75, 76, 7, 8, and 79. So $479. All right, so that is everything. It's going to go to the bank. I'm still going to keep it a little separate. And it would usually go in here, but now I'm going to put it in here with the rest of this money so that I know it needs to go to the bank and I can pay that credit card off to 0 for a new month. Okay, so all of this goes back to the bank, but we do get paid this week, so I'll probably repurpose some of these bills, if not all, which would be nice. All right, so that is that. And the only other binder that we spent out of with cash was here. So let's go ahead and get our cash totals. For our life maintenance, we spent a total of $665. This was the vet and medications, as well, all natural, if you will, medications, and then $305 for the vet. And that still didn't cover everything. And then living expenses, $100. This was towards groceries. I feel like everything in our life right now is just all groceries. So that is a total of $765 for cash spending. And we're not using any of our account buffer to cover any of these expenses because we paid it all back. So that's good. That's how I make it work for me. My bank account has an account buffer. I use it to make these purchases and I pay it back every week. All right, so let me pop these back into the binders for a new week. Easy enough. We just tracked 3 different ways we spend. And before we get started with the bills portion, let me go ahead and transfer these numbers over so that I have them all together in my main budget book. And I can put this away for another week. All right, so from our bank we spent $392, credit card $114, $765 in cash, and then we are adding $4.05. All right, and one thing we didn't do was calculate how much we spent in total. So $392 in bank, $114 in credit card, and then $765 in cash. Makes for $1,271 total that we spent in those 3 ways. All right, now I can put this away for another week, and actually it won't be because I have to decorate up for April. And I'm so excited because I'm almost positive she made it just for me. Purple, it's my birthday month. Come on now. Yes, that's a hint. It's purple. I cannot wait to do it. It's going to be cute. All right, so we're done with this book, and I'll put it away until I'm ready to decorate up for April. And now we will close out the month, get our bottom totals here, which is exciting. All right, so for bank spending, we spent a total of $3,005. For credit card spending, we spent a total of $479. For cash spending, we spent a total of $1,235, and then we saved, just by rounding up all of our expenses, $19.83 is added to our account buffer by just rounding up, not really doing anything. So that means I need to pay $479 on this credit card as soon as I get that deposited. And then the total spent this month, we'll do that in a second, but the total saved was $19.83. Now, in all 3 ways, $3,005, $479, and $12.35. This month we spent $4,719 to live, enjoy, thrive, and survive. All right, so that's for a family of 5 and sometimes 6 on the weekends because my daughter's best friend basically lives with us on the weekends. So that's that. Okay, let's go ahead and move back to what bills came out this past week. Only 3 it looks like. So iCloud is 99 cents. Insurance came out, and we did change our insurance company. So now the regular payment is going to be $305, but that's a lie because my daughter just got her license and a car. So those things are going to be added shortly and soon once we get things figured out. So for now, we're just going to say it's $305.80, which is the lowest that we've had it in a while. I think it's probably only going to go up from here, let's be honest. All right, so Central Georgia also came out. That's our power. And that was for $156.57. All right, so I'm not sure about the Prime. I'm almost convinced I probably just missed it, so I'm going to check that off. And I know Discord will come out, and it's the same every month, so $9.99 there. So that leaves Verizon, which I can find out how much it will be. It should drop any day now. And then the truck, which is always the same, so $887.21. Done. Let me check what Verizon is this month. It should be the same, but we'll find out. And it's $322.45. So we'll just check that off like it's going to come out because it always does. But I will double check that and make sure. So that is all the bills that are to come out. Since it's the end of the month, I'm going to go ahead and calculate these up so that we have a full accounting of how much it is, because if you remember, I left all of this in the account this past month, so all of this was already in the account, the money, and I need to find out how much overage I would have had if I had pulled that money out so that I can put it towards my buffer. So I think I'm probably going to figure that out off camera and not, extend this video or any video trying to figure that out with you guys. Hope you don't mind, but I'll mention it probably in the next video of how much I was able to put towards that buffer. But let me calculate up how much our bills were without the truck, I believe is what this price is. All right, so that is a total of $2,639. I just rounded everything up, so there's that. With my kids, which they give me their money each month, but with the kids, it would be $2,662. So I don't count the truck payment here because that is paid through a separate type of account. So I just leave it, but we don't count it in our bottom line because this is what needs to come out of our regular paychecks. All right, so that is what we needed. I will figure out, like I said, how much I managed to save for these months. Actually, I probably could do that really quick. Let's see. Okay, so that's what I did. $2,759 is what I put towards bills. That's all of March, not including trash. So as you can see, trash didn't come out this month anyway. So $2,639, and we put aside $2,759. So $2,639. We needed 120. So what I'll do is I'll take that already automatically out of my back to the bank, $120, and put that straight into my bills buffer. So 120. I hope that makes sense to you. So 120 here. This is going to go to my bills buffer back here. So anything over, if we have overage for each month, it goes back here. And now usually I do it in cash, but I'm ahead. So all of this that's in here is for the next month. And that's where we're at. So I don't know. Anyway, this is what we have in the bills buffer now. 1,200, 50, 70, 90, 13, 10, 20, 30, 40, 13, 45, 55. Alright, so 1371, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 81. So 1381 is what our bills buffer is. This is if any bills go over, then this is here to help cover that cost. And if it just keeps building and building, then we'll just put it towards being another month ahead. So, yep. I don't have these in. I think that's what I'm stuffing this upcoming paycheck, which means then we'll have all of April bills here and ready to go. And then we would start working on May bills in April. So I'm not exactly sure how I want to do that. Didn't intend to get ahead another month, but we'll figure that out as we go. Alright, so we took care of the bills buffer, which is good. Now I don't have to remember to do that. Thank you for your patience on that one. Okay, so let me just close this video out by adding this all to my calendar view, which is what I leave open on my desk at all times. So 99 cents for iCloud storage. Discord, we're saying, came out for $9.99, even though I haven't seen it. Insurance came out for $305.80. And then electric came out for $156.57. And then phone, Verizon was the same. Okay, let's see. $322.45 as it should come out any day. And then $887.21 on the car loan. Gas. That would be here, $189.84. And then we know what we're paying on the credit card, $479, which I will pay. Okay, so thank you for that. We didn't do this on Friday, as I said. It was just a really small amount, not even $200. So I figured I would just add it to here, which I've written right here. I didn't get to do my filming this past weekend, and as you know, because of my dogs, so I am going to move that to Thursday, which will be tomorrow. Hopefully I can get it all done, and you guys will see what April will look like after it's decorated up with the stickers. Then Friday, full-time cash stuffing with the YouTube cash stuffing included. There's no bills to unstuff, so I don't even know why I wrote that, but soon after that we'll have the sinking funds update to close out the month of March fully so we can get into April fresh and ready to go. Alright, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it inspired you a little bit, and if you are in the tracking as well and you do this also, I encourage you, let this be the inspiration you needed for your weekly check-in as well. If you're still watching and you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You might as well. I would love for you to be a part of this community, and I would love to inspire you every single week for your own budgeting journey, no matter what method you choose. Just a little inspiration helps a lot. That said, I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow, but definitely on Friday. And as always, until next time, bye.